All right, good Wednesday evening, everybody. It's been quite a weather day. We haven't had storms here in central Mississippi, but boy, has it been windy. We are currently under a wind advisory until midnight tonight. During the day today, we've had sustained winds up to 33 miles per hour, and at one point at about 1 o'clock this afternoon in Jackson, out at Hawkins Field, we had a wind gust of 52 miles per hour. That actually did affect us here at the TV station earlier this afternoon. It was during our 3:30 show with Walt Grayson. It's called The Daily Sip. We lost power because of the winds, no storms around, just the very strong winds. We had a tree fall across a power line on TV Road, caused a fire. Our power went out. Of course, we came back on because we have a backup generator, but that caused a few issues here at the TV station. I know that's been happening all around Jackson. Trees have been falling, limbs have been falling because of the strong winds. And it's going to be this way for the next couple of days. And then, unfortunately, we are going to round this all out with another round of severe weather coming in over the weekend. This will be the fourth weekend in a row we've had a threat of severe weather. Now, obviously, the severe weather threat tonight is to the north of us, and it just isn't a threat. I mean, we've had tornadoes touching down everywhere across the Mid-South and in parts of the Midwest. Unfortunately, it looks like another significant tornado outbreak, and it's happening just to the north of us. I think I counted at one point 18 tornado warnings simultaneously with this system, and we're seeing just about that many right now. So it's going to be a long night in West Tennessee, the Memphis area, East Arkansas. And the thing is, this front is going to stall, and so they're going to see several rounds of storms moving through over the next 2 to 3 days. Really, I think this is the first of 4 rounds of storms they're going to be contending with through the end of this week. So springtime means active weather, and we certainly are getting it here in the southeast. Our turn's coming in a couple of days, but for right now, most of this is to the north of us. Take a look at the tornado watch. That's the purple shaded area. It's going to be in effect until midnight, and right along the line, how many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just in this radar view tornado warnings. Of course, there are severe thunderstorm and flash flood warnings as well. This is Arkansas, West Tennessee, but North Mississippi is included in this tornado watch. It goes as far south as Bolivar and Tallahatchie counties. Now, here's the thing. A tornado watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of severe thunderstorms that can spin up tornadoes in and close to the watch area. So we're not in the watch, but we're definitely close to it, especially our northern counties. So we're going to be watching that over the next couple of hours. So far, we've just seen a couple of stray showers moving through our northern counties, and right now we're not seeing anything on Live IMAX 12 in our area. What we are getting in our area, still very strong winds, sustained winds at 22 miles per hour, and the current temperature at 8:30 at night is 82 degrees over a dew point of 70. That's something that you might see in the middle of summer. So our wind advisory is going to be in effect until midnight tonight. The current wind gust in Jackson is up to 38 miles per hour. It will calm down a little bit between now and midnight, and then tomorrow, while it will be a breezy day, the winds should not be as strong as they were today, but still, it's going to be breezy out there, warm and muggy. We're looking at wind gusts tomorrow coming in from the south at about 30 to 35 miles per hour. Here's the thing. As long as we have a persistent southerly breeze, the amount of moisture in the air is going to stay high. That's not going to change until our cold front comes through Saturday night, so dew points are in the low 70s. Extremely humid out there, and with dew points in the 70s, that means low temperatures are going to be in the 70s. This morning, we had a low temperature of 74 degrees in Jackson. The normal high for this time of the year is 74 degrees. So our low this morning matched our normal high for the second day of April. That is just incredibly warm weather. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow. Low to mid 70s in the morning, and then your highs in the afternoon will be close to 90 degrees. Now today, we did hit 89 for a high. Today's record, 90 from back in 1918. Tomorrow, exact same thing. We're expecting about 89. The record for tomorrow, April the 3rd, is also 90 degrees. from back in 1918. So we're going to be flirting with that record high again, and also on Friday and Saturday as well. We don't cool down until the front comes through. So here is where the front is right now. Again, it's going to stall to the north of us, right around Little Rock to about Memphis, and we'll see several waves of low pressure moving along the front, keeping the best concentration of rain to the north of us, although, again, we could see a stray shower farther south. I'm only going to call for about a 10-20% chance of rain as far south as the Jackson area. Here's another look at it. This is the first round of storms coming through tonight, affecting parts of the Delta. That's round number 1. Here comes round number 2 Thursday morning, moving through Arkansas, West Tennessee. Round number 3 develops Thursday evening, moving through Arkansas, headed for West Tennessee. And then round number 4 develops Friday afternoon, moving through Arkansas, and eventually headed for West Tennessee and North Mississippi. So it's going to be a bad couple of days there. They are actually under a rare level 5 out of 5 risk of severe weather in that pink shaded area that's east Arkansas, West Tennessee, the Boot Hill, Missouri, western Kentucky to include Paducah and southern Illinois. Now, the severe weather threat drops off sharply the farther south you go, but technically our northwestern counties still under a level 1 to 2 risk of severe weather, although we have not seen anything and we are not under a watch. There's no risk of severe weather from Jackson and points south. So the bad weather stays to the north of us tomorrow and Friday. Saturday, it's going to start to head in our direction, but I don't think that's going to happen until later in the day Saturday. So if you're making plans, I would look at the radar, keep it handy on your mobile device, so you could just keep checking it. But I think mostly during the day we're going to be okay. Saturday is just going to be another warm, breezy day. We're going to give it a 50% chance of scattered showers, but mostly late in the afternoon and evening hours. And then the squall line is going to move through, I think, after midnight. So most of the stormy weather is going to be early Sunday, and then after the front moves through, we're back to dry weather Monday, but it's going to be much cooler. All right, that's a little messy, I know. We've got a couple things overlaid there, but what you should know is that for Saturday night into Sunday, there's now going to be a level 2 to mostly level 3 out of 5 risk of severe weather across the entire state of Mississippi. So that's why we have raised our threat level from a weather aware day for Sunday to a weather alert day. It's going to be a bad day. It looks like early Sunday. Actually, this is going to be another overnight event like we've had the past 2 weekends. The past 2 weekends, it was Sunday night going into Monday. This weekend, it's going to be Saturday night going into Sunday morning. And all modes of severe weather are going to be possible. The timing, this is rough timing. We're going to be able to nail this timing down a little bit better as we get closer to the event, but roughly we're looking at it moving into the western part of the state at about midnight, transitioning across Mississippi during the overnight hours, and ending by about daybreak in the Pine Belt Sunday morning. Now, high temperatures going to be in the upper 80s, close if not breaking record highs over the next 3 days, and then notice the sharp drop off in the temperature after that front moves through. So for this night, it's going to be mostly cloudy, still breezy, winds coming in from the south at 15 to 20 with a gust up to 35. We'll see a low temperature of 72 degrees. And then for tomorrow, which is Thursday, we're looking at a day exactly like today. Partly sunny, very warm, you could even say hot, it's going to be close to 90, very humid and breezy. Now remember, we had wind gusts today at over 50 miles per hour. Tomorrow we're looking at about 30 to 35. So while it's going to be breezy, I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as it was today. I'm only going to call for about a 10% chance of rain. I really do think most of the weather is going to stay up to the north of us tomorrow. That's going to be the case Friday as well. But then that front is going to get a kick southward over the weekend. Early Saturday looks okay. Saturday night, here come the storms. It's going to be with us through early Sunday. So that's our weather alert day, not an aware day, an alert day now on Sunday. And then after the front moves through, next week we're back to sunshine, dry weather, and it's going to be significantly cooler, actually chilly in the morning for 2 or 3 days. We're going to see lows in the mid to upper 40s. Your highs are going to be in the 60s for about 3 days, Sunday through Tuesday, before we gradually warm back up to the 70s by the middle of next week. So lots to keep track of weather-wise. We're going to be watching those storms to the north of us over the next couple of days. And, of course, it's going to be another busy weekend here in central Mississippi. You'll get your next weather update coming up tomorrow morning with meteorologist Gracie Morris. Take care.